Have you ever noticed how the smallest things can make the biggest difference? The way you hold yourself, the way you speak, the way you treat people. Respect isn't just about being polite when it's easy, it's about how you carry yourself every day, whether someone is watching or not. And manners, they aren't just rules, they're a reflection of your character. They show the world what kind of man you are. Being a man isn't about being the loudest in the room. It's not about proving yourself to everyone you meet. It's about having self-respect, knowing your worth, and treating others with dignity. That's what makes you stand out. A man of respect doesn't need to demand attention. People notice him because of how he carries himself, the way he walks, the way he speaks, the way he listens. A man like that doesn't just move through the world, he leaves a mark. When you walk into a room, people notice how you carry yourself. Are you confident but humble? Do you acknowledge those around you? A simple hello to a cashier, holding the door for someone behind you, saying thank you when someone helps you. These things matter. They tell the world you have respect, not just for others, but for yourself. Some people think that respect is something you demand, that you get it by being intimidating, by being louder, by making sure people know your name. But real respect, it's never forced. It's something you earn through the way you treat others, through the way you handle yourself when things don't go your way. Think about the little things, how you talk to someone when you don't need anything from them, how you react when someone makes a mistake, how you treat people who can't do anything for you. These small moments say everything about the kind of man you are. Let's say you're at a restaurant. If you're on a date, of course you want to make a good impression. But that doesn't just mean being good to the person across from you. How do you treat the staff? Are you patient if things take longer than expected? Do you say please and thank you? Do you look them in the eye when you speak? A man with true respect treats everyone with kindness, not just the people he wants to impress. A lot of guys think being a man is about being tough, about being fearless, about never letting anyone disrespect them. But real strength, real confidence, that comes from being in control of yourself. A real man doesn't have to prove he's strong. His actions speak for themselves. You don't have to be the richest, the strongest, or the most successful person in the room to be respected. But you do have to be the kind of man people can trust. Someone who stands by his word. Someone who keeps his promises, even when it's inconvenient. Someone who owns up to his mistakes instead of making excuses. That's what earns respect. That's what makes you stand out. And respect isn't just about what you do when people are watching, it's about who you are when no one's around. Do you take shortcuts when you think you can get away with it? Do you treat people differently based on what they can do for you? Do you act like a different person depending on the situation? Because real respect isn't just about how others see you, it's about how you see yourself. A man who respects himself has standards. He doesn't entertain pointless arguments. He doesn't need to prove his worth to people who don't appreciate it. He doesn't waste his time trying to be someone he's not. He knows who he is, and he doesn't let the world change that. And here's the thing, people remember how you treat them. They may not remember your words. They may not remember what you wore or what you drove, but they will remember the way you made them feel. The old man you took the time to talk to, he'll remember your kindness. The waitress you treated with respect, she'll remember that. The stranger you helped in a small way, it mattered to them more than you know. And over time, those moments add up. They shape your reputation. They define who you are. If you want to be different, if you want to be the kind of man people appreciate, start with the basics. Be polite, be considerate, show gratitude. Not because you have to, but because it's who you are. Being a gentleman isn't about outdated traditions. It's not about trying to impress people with empty gestures. It's about having a deep understanding that the way you treat others reflects the kind of person you are. Hold the door open, not because you expect a thank you, but because it's the right thing to do. Say thank you and please, not because it makes you look good, but because it shows you value people. Be honest, not because you're afraid of getting caught in a lie, but because your word should mean something. Because at the end of the day, respect isn't something you can buy, it's something you earn. And you don't earn it by talking about how much of a man you are. You earn it through your actions, through your patience, through the way you make people feel when they're around you. A real man doesn't just respect others, he respects himself. He doesn't beg for validation because he knows his worth. He doesn't need to put others down to feel strong because his strength comes from within. And most importantly, a man of respect never stops learning, never stops improving. Because being a man isn't about reaching some final level of success. It's about constantly becoming better than you were yesterday. So the next time you're out in the world, pay attention to the little things, the way you talk to people, the way you carry yourself, the way you handle challenges. Because in the end, it's not the big flashy moments that define you. It's the quiet ones, the moments when no one's watching, the moments when you choose to do the right thing simply because it's right. That's what makes a man stand out. That's what makes a man respected. And that's what makes a man unforgettable.